We want to call the monthly meeting to order. We'd like to open up with a prayer from Chief Tully, if he would be so kind.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Let's pray. Father, we come to you tonight and we thank you so much for who you are. We thank you now that we can come together and take care of the business that is at hand. Lord, just be with us and guide us. Help us to conduct ourselves and conduct the business in a way that it will be pleasing to you. We love you. We thank you for loving us. We thank you love us enough to let your son die on the cross for our sins. Lord, forgive us when we fail you in Jesus' name.
Amen.
Amen. All right. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. So on the agenda, we need to add, what do we need to
You
add?
need to have Motorola to discuss.
The P25 system?
Yep.
All right. Does everybody need a motion to do that?
I'll make a motion.
Second?
I second.
All in favor? All right. Is that all, is that it? Is there anything else?
That's it.
All right. Everybody approves of the agenda, I guess? All right. We don't need approval, we need a motion. We need a motion to approve the agenda as it is?
I'll make a motion
With
With the addition.
With the addition?
with the addition.
Yeah. So, anybody,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right. Minutes, has everybody taking time to look at the minutes? They long, so we'll put everything in there. I need a motion if everybody is okay with it.
I make a motion.
Second? All in favor?
Aye.
All right. Financial reports. Everybody had time to look at that? Any questions, discussion? Everybody think it's all right? Need a motion to approve the financial?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second?
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Approved. All right. Move on to the appearances. The Stephen Woodham with the P25 system. Tammy Grimsley.
Just basically tell them why y'all here and what we need to do.
Okay, so what we have presented to a lot of the county, we've met with them, talked about your radio system upgrade, and so what we've really done is put together a list by working with the city and county to do a full turnkey price over to P25. So P25, that's the APCO standard on communication systems. So that's where your grant funding comes from. To get additional funds for anything, you've got to be at this P25 compliancy. And that also allows you to be interoperable with all your surrounding neighbors. So when you talk Seminole County, you also got the Donaldsonville, Decatur Grady, all of those other systems, they're P25. A lot of counties are in the same seat that you're in right now, is trying to make this step to go to P25. So we went through the sheriff's radios, fire, EMS, everything that we needed for 911, and we included the city as well for the police department and EMA. And so we put together a complete proposal on that. That's also utilizing the new tower that's been built by the fire station and 911. We would add antennas onto it. We would put all the equipment into the base of that tower. That would give y'all 6 channels, which is it really is that comparable to what you have now. So that gives each department their own channel. And then, of course, all that's piped back to 911. And so Whitney through dispatch will be able to dispatch through that system to everybody in the county. So really, I just want to open it up to any questions y'all may have. I've got, Doug, I hand you this. This is the agreement with the all the information in there. And of course, we can leave some copies, but I just wanted to make myself available to ask any questions. I know you were at one of the original meetings that we talked about. Last week, we came down, we brought an array of different radios so all the departments could touch and feel and see what they liked. And so what we tried to do is answer to the user group all the questions that they may have. Hey, do I want this feature or that feature? We picked some items. There's other things that we made it a little simpler to keep everything consistent and put everything out there for you. So do y'all have any questions for me?
So my understanding through them, the tier one, because I wasn't here Friday, is what we have to do for Motorola is we have to get a PO number issued through the county system. And the USDA is going to pay all the bills. We won't be responsible if the deal falls through. If I'm not correct, the deal goes away. But we just have to issue a PO number. So I need to get you guys to kind of vote, just to go ahead and issue that number so we can get the board rolling.
Yeah, so the funding is available. We're not going to penalize the county at all. So what we want to do is we want to get into the production list to get the radio start bill. As soon as you are 100% fully approved on your funding, then we would submit an invoice then to the USDA. They would pay that 25% down, I think, and then it processed. We're in about a 30-week lead time anyway to get the equipment. And so two things are happening simultaneous. As y'all were waiting on all that, we can be getting everything ready and pushed through. So by the time the funds arrive, we're not all of a sudden starting the clock, waiting on this time. So that is kind of where we are. And, I just want to be available to ask. We've done coverage maps. So that's been approved by everybody so they know where the radios will talk and make sure we have the coverage that y'all need.
Amy, so you want to say?
I was just gonna say, I had to print at home, so y'all forgive me. There's 3 copies you can share, and it is for the grant with Bishop, so the money goes straight to USDA.
All right.
So basically, that's where we are now. We just need to be able to issue them a PO number, because if I'm not mistaken, it goes up in July.
Yeah, so, yeah, and 100% transparency. We don't know it going up, but usually when you go into third quarter after July, we start seeing price increases. That is why we wanted to get ahead of this so that, we're not sitting there and go, how do we get here now, because we wanted to stay within the amount of money that y'all had been allocated.
So we did that, correct?
We did.
Yes.
Yes.
We're ready to roll.
So we won't be affected by any price increase.
Sorry.
So we won't be affected by any price.
No, we would get it locked in
Right.
on the current pricing, so they come out July 7th and go, there's a 4% increase, you're gonna avoid that.
Do we have any more questions? Nikki, Christine?
And you said all of our department heads tested the radios and that's what.
They did. Friday night, they were still adding to the count list, so.
All right, so we need I think we good, I think. Everybody good?
Yeah.
So we need a motion to approve a PO.
I'll make a motion to approve a PO.
Second,
I'll second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right, well, thank y'all.
Thank you.
We will stay in front of you and keep you posted on where we are, and we'll be working with y'all and look forward to it.
All right. We're going to old business now. Fueling center report.
Fuel center's running normal. You see the amounts down there. We're actually running, I guess, a little above normal. We hadn't had any issues since that transformer blew, so that's running pretty good. That's all I got for that.
All right, update on the WMA shooting range.
Yeah, so I emailed, all you guys should have got an email with the market analysis that they did. I do have a meeting June the 13th. June the 13th, we're going to be meeting, doing a virtual meeting with DNR to actually discuss that report in detail. it was a little bit too large, so I didn't make any copies. But to me, it basically, they just, looked to see how many shooting ranges was around us for like 30 miles, 60 miles, 90 miles, and so forth. And, talking to him, it don't sound like that. That's a hinder. We just have to now we have to lay out where we want the, skeet shooting and stuff like that, because we're not gonna be able to do it. I wouldn't split it up, like have half of it here and half of it on our
Right,
road. So we just
Like,
need to
do it
figure-
like we talked about.
Yeah. But I mean, I'll have more information on the 13th when I meet with him.
Y'all good with that? All right, EMA vehicle,
So, I sent you guys out that text message to vote to go ahead and move forward, and I had 3 commissioners say move forward. I have reached out to the banks, and the only bank so far has responded back is First State Bank at 6.5%. Tristan with Peoples is gonna respond back, it's just, he needed a little bit more information, so I don't have his numbers yet. Debbie, you did issue the PO number, right? So we did have that there, so we're just waiting on those 2 banks to see which way we need to go, and I'll send you guys a message out once I find out from them which it is. Then we need to discuss, I mean, you can do it now on discussing on what you want to do with Debbie's truck. If we want to salvage, surplus it, or if we want to move it to another department and kind of credit her back. She ain't going nowhere without the money, I can tell
so
you.
everybody knows what's going on. Do y'all wanna let's just take her truck and see if we need it somewhere instead of surplusing it? I mean, I'm sure somebody, and then maybe get rid of something else that's got a lot of miles on it. The thing, how many miles it got on it, 60,000? Yeah, so, yeah. We need a motion to do that? We need a motion to,
Well, you already basically you need a formal motion that we've already did it, but you need to go ahead and formal motion to go ahead and get her the truck. And then, I guess make a second motion to let me pick or let you know which bank's the lowest and we go with that bank.
so you need all different motions for
2
this?
motions.
So we need a motion to give her a PO number? Is that right?
Basically approving the purchase. And
Approve the purchase, all right, we need a motion to approve her purchase.
I'll make the motion.
Second,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right, then we need a motion to,
Whichever bank.
bank,
Go whichever bank is the
the
lowest.
bank has the lowest interest rate. Need a motion to go with the lowest interest rate.
I'll make that motion.
Need a second.
Are you putting
Second.
it, are you transferring it to another department?
Oh, that's another motion, now, slow down. Well, I'm not done with this I got this motion on the floor, I got to get this motion, hold on. Second on this one, all in favor?
Aye.
On this last one, you don't have to do it now. You guys can think about how you want to do it. Cause all she really has, we get.
You
the bank
continue to
account
use
set
the
up.
truck until you get your new truck.
Yeah, we'll get the bank account set up and then we'll make payments out of that till we decide.
Absolutely. Thought we done talked about this, haven't we? Okay, all right. All right. Everybody good? All right. Now we talking about the EMS contract?
EMS contract, so me and Harold negotiated through the EMS contract, and they pretty much met everything that I demanded, and we kind of need to meet what they demanded. They actually lowered the supplement from 700,000 to 600,000. But in return, we need to build a maintenance facility at no charge for them, but they will pay utilities. But over that 100,000, it'll take 5 years to recoup that. We're still into the good. So we just need to, everything else is, as I put it in there, you can see what the different negotiations was. If you look at it, I don't know where y'all are on that page. But they will call, Miller County will always be the hub of the EMS operations in Southwest Georgia. Let me see, so the annual percentage, they will raise only 3% of the national CPI, which if you do the math, it's only gonna be like 18,000 a year for salaries that they'll raise it. They get the use of all of our ambulances and EMS building and ambulance bays, but they will pay all of the utilities on that. So that'll save the county money. I did talk them into buying fuel, so we'll be selling fuel to them. And the reason we can do that is because that's still our trucks, even though they're leasing them from us, it's still a government vehicle. And then let's see, then we build the maintenance shop, And then,
It'll be by the road department.
yeah, well, that's the spot that I'm looking at. Me and Andy talked about it, and it's kind of level. I mean, if we back it up a little bit further and kind of put it on that little pad, we should be able to do it. And I've got pictures in there
Road
for y'all.
department right there. They go to Nutrient over there.
Okay.
And
Cool,
then,
right there.
you know, I told y'all in the past that we needed to keep that splost in there for vehicle purchase. They did agree to split the cost of either a remount or a new vehicle, and it still be in the county's name. So they did agree to that. So I didn't see anything in there that would hinder the contract, so we just need to get that moving. The attorneys approved it. He said everything looks good, so we just need to sign it. And they want the start date to be September 1st, to start the takeover. So y'all just need to make a motion
To approve the
to
contract.
approve the contract, and then you sign it.
All right.
Yeah, and you need to sign it.
I need a motion to approve the EMS contract.
And I'll allow you to sign it.
I make a motion.
Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. You gonna sign it tonight?
That way I can get it to the attorneys.
All right, now we're moving on to new business, the library appointment.
Carlton Thomas was on the library board, but he is, I guess, not wanting to be reappointed. So the letter that they sent, they want to appoint Mr. Harvis Williams to the board.
We need a motion or need a motion to accept Mr. Harvest Williams on the library appointment? Need a motion?
I make a motion.
Need a second?
A second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right, let's do the Pitney Bowes contract. We'll do that first.
Yeah, you can. So this is just basically a mail machine for stamps, and it's just a 5-year contract, so they need you to be able to approve the sign.
She's having to order addressed envelopes and it's not gonna cost any more. It may even be a little less because she won't have to order those in bulk. And then when she runs out, she won't have to wait to get them. So this help her office and probably help with the cost a little bit too.
And so this is in her budget, but she can't enter into a contract, so they have to do this for her. So I need a motion to approve the Pitney Bowes contract.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, then the sheriff's office vehicles.
Gary?
Officer, make sure you got 5 minutes now.
Three. We got
Start
it down to
at
3
4.
minutes.
I talk quick. So a couple months ago, we had Brandon come by, they spoke briefly. Since then, we've been in contact back and forth, trying to get some things ironed out as far as a new fleet of patrol vehicles. I sent Doug everything over as far as what they have sent, and we went through, our fleet that we currently have, and pretty much picked out and chose that we would be needing to get rid of, for the 8 new vehicles. They would be fully equipped, all the bells and whistles. We did cut what we could as far as, stuff that we just didn't need. They do come with new radars. The vehicles have a 3-year factory warranty, bumper to bumper, and then all equipment on it is coming with a 2-year warranty, from Wayland. So if anything that was to arise, we'd be able to get it taken care of. There's several different options, but there's 3 different options as far as payment plans. The more cost-efficient one would be a 5-year lease. That's in the packet that's been provided. The first year, talking to Ms. Fay about it, we'd have to move some money around, but after this first year, we shouldn't have an issue with it. This will be the last jail payment that we have. That'd be an extra $130,000 that we'd be able to reallocate into the patrol vehicles. But
So
right
we're
now,
going, so these, you said 2-year warranty,
2-year on the equipment.
like the lights and all that
The
kind of stuff.
lights, the radar,
So-
any other equipment.
So
that's out on it.
they gonna install all that?
Brandon, yes, it's
Brandon will
all
do that.
included in the lease.
So if the, so let's go back to the truck. If the truck tears up, do we have to take it back to Brandon?
No, sir, it can be any forklift.
So we can work, we can get it worked on here?
We'll be able to carry it here at Franklin, or if we need to go to Bainbridge.
Bangers are closer.
Just as long as it's a four-wheeler. Pretty much, we just need the, I know it's gonna be a little bit before the budgets get approved for this coming up year, but, we were trying to get this rolling, because I think this quote is up in the 15th of next month. Whenever we went up there, or whenever me and Doug went and talked to folks at Brandon, he said, you know, if we could go ahead and get it approved, we might start seeing vehicles by October. And then, we can sit down and discuss as far as the vehicles that we want to surplus. If we want to do like Miss Debbie's vehicle, reallocate them to a different department, or if it'd be, you know, better for us to try to sell them outright. And Brandon also offers an option to buy. You know, it just depends on what we can get the most out of.
How many do we have to get rid of?
It's that trade-in vehicle page,
The next page? Yeah,
7.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So you want to trade 7 and get 8.
Are all them trucks paid off, those 7, or do we owe
The
some?
2, I'm almost positive the 2 that we're going to keep back from the current fleet that we have now, those are the 2 that we're still paying on.
So all these are paid for,
Yes, sir.
these 7?
These are the ones I highlighted.
And these numbers,
There's
these
another,
trade-in
there's another
values,
page right here, says trade-in vehicle.
yeah, but the trade-in values that you see here are not against that, the number that they gave Garrison
Yeah, that's
does not include
116.
trade-in, so
Yeah.
you're
So
looking at about another 55,000 off.
is that what that number is? I was trying to do that in my head.
Yeah, it's somewhere around there, I mean,
55,000.
The original quote here from Brandon, that's without anything. That we
So would
looked
this
at.
55 go against
I'll add it.
that total number,
Yes.
or however we wanna work it, I guess?
Unless we just wanted to reallocate them to a different department. Any money that we would make if we did sell them, we would put it toward the lease.
I said get rid of.
What we've talked about is splost, but the sheriff's whenever y'all, splost got approved, so whenever y'all go over what
We have to have
percentages,
a meeting.
you gotta have a workshop or a meeting, which department gets which percentage. Obviously, this is a lot to take out of the general fund budget, so if we can take it out,
57,000.
57.
if we can take it out of splost, but I think we're gonna maybe bump the sheriff's splost up a little bit, so, that's what we're gonna have to talk about as far as paying for.
You just need to do it this first year, because like he said, the jail payment is going away, so that's.
That's what I was about to ask.
If we do
When?
it
Next
for
year.
5 years,
Next year,
it's
okay.
about 88 to 90,000.
Roughly.
But if if we bump the splost up, then they'll have that every year,
Yeah,
and then
so-
we'll have an extra 100,000.
Alright, so this is a 5-year deal?
It can go up to a 5-year, that's the
I'm talking about, you're
Is
gonna
that the
keep
quote?
you're gonna keep the vehicles 5 years?
patrol vehicles.
Is that what you,
Yes. At the end of the lease.
I saw there was a 3, 4, and a 5, but
Yeah. at
I'm
the end of
assuming
the
the 5.
lease, if we wish to keep them, it's $1 per vehicle, and then they go on to us.
Do you want to keep them, or you want to just roll them over?
It depends on the shape. I mean, if they're still in good shape, we'll keep them. I think I put the numbers to it, and on average, we're putting anywhere between 20 and 25,000 miles on a patrol vehicle. And the admin vehicle, it's anywhere from 15 to 17.
So they gonna have about the same amount of miles that you got on these right now.
And then we still got another 2.5 years on our admin vehicles, before, we even need to start thinking about those unless something crazy happens with them. As far as engines or, stuff like that. That's why I'm not gonna do it. Hey.
So do we need to talk about this do we need to have a little budget workshop to talk about this
It's coming.
before we approve this?
I mean, you can approve it, I'm just saying we have to talk about the sheriff's splost. You can approve it, but we're not really gonna approve where it's coming out of.
Well, that's what,
And we're not going to get them right immediately, right? I mean, if we go in and approve it, I mean, you still.
No, they just start the
Yeah,
process.
so
I
I
mean,
mean,
it's-
Yeah.
if you want to do that.
you wanna have a little meeting and figure out where the money's
Yeah,
coming
we
from?
can have a workshop whenever y'all need to. But y'all are gonna have to sit
Y'all
down
wanna
and
do
go over the
that?
splost.
I mean, before we,
Yeah,
I mean,
of
if you,
course. Yes, of course.
Christine said, of course. So I mean, I think everybody just probably wants a little more information. I think everybody's, I mean, if y'all,
Something else I need to provide.
is anything else he needs to provide that y'all wanna see, like some other numbers or something? I mean,
SPOS is gonna be doable with him, we just.
it's just that first year, right?
It's
Well,
just the
for
first
the jail
year
to
you
get
gotta
paid
cover,
off,
and then all the other years are covered.
But
That's
we-
When do we make that jail payment?
Do what now? This is,
First of, March, February.
So the first of next year, we'll be in better shape.
Yeah.
That's what I wanna see. I would like to see,
Yeah.
like, things in front of me where, when the jail's paid off, how much
Right.
we'll have in SPOS.
right, well, SPOS, now the jail payment doesn't come out of SPOS, it
No.
comes out of our general
General
fund.
fund, right.
I think we're gonna bump the sheriff's SPOS up in the percentages that are going to each department, so he'll have enough to cover it without having to.
Also, aren't y'all
go-
jailing some other,
Yes, sir.
so is that some revenue that will come in that maybe we haven't?
Last month, we
Offset the pay.
brought in
Yeah.
17,000.
It's gonna help.
We spent $100,000 on repairs this year.
Right.
These trucks we drive right now are 5 years old.
No, they older than that, they older than that, they older than that.
Well, the newest truck we got was made in 2020, so it was manufactured 5 years ago now, because this is 2024, so they made, the year before. So the newest truck we got was a 2020, and we spent about $100,000 on repairs this year for motors, transmissions, and everything. Yeah, we have more income.
I'm just trying to tell everybody, cause I mean, I know me and you talked, but I hadn't talked with them,
We
so.
got two different areas that's bringing in a whole lot more money since
Right.
we've got new employees in there. And, actually, we're gonna be bringing in, about $150,000 from housing inmates, the way it looks right now. We started January housing Clay County, the way it looks, gonna bring in about $150,000 from Clay County, for housing their inmates. Probation is bringing in like 10,000 a year, we're bringing in like over 100,000 a year now since we got a new probation officer. So there's a lot of things improving in there, and, these trucks, some of these trucks have got 200,000 miles on them. One thing, like the other day, we had 3 vehicles over 200 miles away on hauling inmates and 1013, which is mental patients we have to deliver somewhere every week. Valdosta, Savannah, Brunswick, Atlanta. We transport all the mental patients that gets committed, and so these vehicles on the road, about over 200,000 miles now. And so I mean, it's to get
240, 260.
if we get, and what we're asking for is 8 patrol vehicles. It won't be administrative, it won't be mine or Garrison's or Belleville's. It'll be 8 marked patrol vehicles. The one that's on the road will be the ones that's getting.
I think it would be all right to go ahead and approve him if y'all think so, to get started on it. We just need to meet to see
And
which,
it'll lock
where we
that
want
price in
to lock
place.
that price, and then we just need to go over where we're gonna take what from.
All right, what about that? Y'all okay with that?
Sounds
Yeah,
good.
okay.
All right, so we need a motion to approve,
We'll let him go ahead.
to go ahead, and then we'll
What
figure
kind of
out.
time frame they say once they get the word that they can have?
Once they get the word,
He said October, I
they
think.
said, yeah, right now, I think they had one other county that had 10 vehicles, everybody else is 1 or 2 here and there. They said by October, we can see at least 2, maybe. They're not supposed to, they keep all the equipment on hand.
Now, who does the striping on that? Do we,
They do
They do,
everything.
they do.
they gonna do all that
It's a
too?
complete price line.
Next time it gets here, the only thing we'll have to do is insert our radio.
These
GPS.
P25 radios, they'll be put in the vehicle.
In the vehicle when they get here?
That'll be-
You don't want to break down with Michael Myers in the car.
No,
For
you're
sure,
right.
for sure. I don't ride with
And that would may cut down on the cost of vehicles too. We already got the radios, so we can probably be able to take, cause that was gonna be fully equipped with radios and everything, I think. what you-
That's with our radios.
Yeah. So whatever we pay for the mobile, we're gonna have mobiles in all the vehicles, plus portables on the P25 system. So these radios will already be paid for, so that's, Mr. Steve, how much of those mobiles, They're
$5,000.
all right, so we can take 5,000 off, that's 40,000, we can take off those 8 vehicles right there then.
Either that or Motorola can pay for some of them vehicles.
There you go.
I love it.
I'll make a motion to approve it.
I need a second.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Thank y'all.
Lost my. I gotta get back to my stuff.
Apartments.
Where you at?
Whitney Bullhorn's contract.
We did that, we already did that.
No, we
That
didn't
was
do
department-
that. Oh, yeah.
Department reports?
Yeah.
You got anybody?
Yeah, so I've included all of the reports in there, but I do want to talk, because I've already talked to Andy about this. I have been getting beat up about Rock Road.
Me too, me too.
I sent the DOT out there today and they kind of looked it over and they gave some recommendations about adding more pipe, lowering pipe. They said they did have one that was clogged up on their end, but they didn't think that that's what it was. They recommended us do a hydrology study and, I told him, he had mentioned about the ditching and I told him that we've got motor grader training coming up on the 25th, so that may help that. But, I think what we need to do is we need to, each one of y'all need to pick a road in y'all's district. We need to come up with 5 roads. Nikki, I know it's kind of hard for you, but, and we need to attack those roads and we need to make sure we stay on them roads and get them complete. And then when them 5 are done, we pick 5 more roads. We need to have a plan to get these roads in order. So if y'all okay with it, y'all just decide what road y'all want and just send me which road. I know Rock Road's gonna be at the top pretty much.
That's my district. Ain't it?
But anyway, I told the people, I'm in communication with them, and I told them, and see, Andy and them, they actually gave y'all a report on the different roads when this bad run storm. So if y'all will read that report, that kind of tells you what roads that they couldn't get down and they've actually fixed. There's still some that they're working on the road, right, Andy? So, and then
Very changed now.
that's the one that you talked about, wasn't it, with the church? Yeah. So, I mean, they are working on the roads. We do have a lot more to go, but I just want to let you know, these citizens are starting to get to where they're wanting something done. And then the next thing, I know I talked to some of y'all, and I know I've talked to Andy, and I've talked to Jeff and Layden about the tractor, pulling the tractor with the excavator with the tractor. And we agreed to look at the cost of a semi and a trailer. So if you'll look at that.
Down the road. Me and him talk.
Okay.
Talk.
So we just need to look at it, see what the cost is. And maybe, because you got your CDLs now, so we're covered. And then didn't you hire a girl too that's got CDLs?
We actually, right, as of today, we got 2 people.
So we got 3 total.
And, and myself,
yeah.
we got 2 people on payroll that's got CDLs, and then I got them.
Yeah, so that's 3 total. So we probably need to go ahead and look at it, because them dump trucks just can't pull that excavator. But I mean,
Not
you don't have
good.
to do nothing
Not
now. We can
good.
just start.
They can't pull it good, can they? That
Just
dump
stop.
truck won't pull it good, will it?
It pulls it all right.
Just a stop, right?
It's just a little, it's slow, we can move faster. Except the excavator's 17 years old, eventually we're gonna have to do something with
There
it.
we go.
And when we trade it, if we get one even equal to the size of it, we won't be able to haul it anyway, because the weight's changed on it. I mean, we're maxed out on what we can haul with what we're doing now, and if you get a nud, you won't be able to haul it like that, no way. We'll have to do something different,
So we just need to go ahead and start.
And we move other stuff too. We move limb cutters and, we carry stuff to the shop. I mean, it's time for us to look at doing something different,
And we do have a lot of T-Splosh money. It did come in. Didn't LMIG and all come in?
Yes,
So
all the
we'll
money.
should have over.
I think we got a little over $1 million.
She said, you can't have her money.
Oh, she like that. She's moving like that.
All right, is that it then?
Yeah, that's all.
Except
that.
for
And
my other thing?
Any of the other departments, Whitney, Jimmy, Sheriff, y'all have their reports in there.
We have a tandem dump truck or not?
Mm-mm.
We don't have one?
Do I?
Tandem.
A tandem dump truck.
No.
No,
We maxed out on 20 tons, that, we got, we pulling with a 20-ton trailer. It's fully loaded, I mean, that's all we can stand. We do anything different, it'll all be overweight for what we got, so.
right.
It'd be safer.
All right. Well, if that's all, we got, Judge Suggs wants to go into executive session to discuss something.
Personnel, so I would ask Judge Suggs and Faye to join us, that way we can discuss.
We need a motion to do this?
Yes.
Need a motion to go into executive session?
I make a motion to go.
Second.
My second.
All in favor?
Oh.
A second.
All in favor? Aye. All right. Then I need a motion to let the judge appoint an associate.
I'll make a motion.
Second,
I second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right, any more business, anything, y'all good? No more discussion? I need a motion to adjourn.
I make a motion.
I second. You want a second?
Aye.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.